Rigging Station, proudly presented by VMC, your expert in hooks.
Hey, on this episode's Rigging Station, you're watching us out there. We're anchored up off a marathon in about 80 feet of water, live chumming, and having an absolute epic trip crushing the kings. Really, really hot bite. But I wanted to talk to you exactly about the tackle that we're fishing. We've really scaled it down. We're fishing a 7.5-foot rod rated for 8 to 17 pound line, chaos rod, matched to a Daiwa BG 4000 loaded with 12-pound diamond line. In addition, we're also fishing a set of 6.5-foot chaos rods, also spinners, and these are matched to Saltiga size 4000 reels. Seems to be the universal size for what we're doing. The difference is this is loaded with 15-pound braid, the rod's a little bit beefier, a lot more line capacity on here because of the braid, so if I think there's some bigger fish around or if I see a big fish around, I'm gonna opt to go for this outfit rather than the lighter gear. But this is certainly a lot of fun, and from an anchored boat, you should be able to handle really, really big kingfish, even on a small yellowtail rod. They're both rigged essentially exactly the same way. And I'll tell you what, it's a real simple rig, but like with all other rigs, it's got to be done right in order to be effective. From the braid or from the mono main line, whatever the case may be, we're putting a short top shot of 30-pound diamond presentation fluorocarbon. Doesn't have to be long, anywhere from 4 to 8 feet is perfectly fine. And that's either a uni-to-uni knot, a blood knot, again, depending on if you're connecting the braid to the fluorocarbon leader. From there, we go to a short trace of wire. You've got to fish wire, right? With these kingfish, with ceros, with Spanish around, you've got to fish a short trace of wire. 8 to 12 inches, absolutely plenty. We connect that leader to the wire with a small little Albright knot, real streamlined, real small. And then, of course, our hook is connected to the other end of the wire with a haywire twist. And we're fishing VMC 5.0 live bait hooks. Depending on, the size of your bait, you can even get away with a 3.0 or a 4.0 hook. And on the contrary, if you're fishing really large baits, you may need a 7.0 hook. So obviously that hook size is going to correspond to the bait size. It's a real simple rig, but I'll tell you what, make sure you've got plenty of extra hooks, plenty of wire laying around, and plenty of extra fluorocarbon leader, because you're going to burn through it on a hot bite like this. And every single time you land a fish, make sure you check that rig, because you don't know when you put that bait out if the next one's going to be that trophy 50-pounder. So be ready for everything, put in the extra time, and you'll have an absolutely awesome trip.